Oh, don't tell me. Hang on a second. Does this thing go up? Don't tell me this thing goes up as well. If this thing goes up... Oh, for crying out loud. What was that I was saying earlier about not being able to see the wood for the trees? I think this is another one of those situations. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD with me, RockPaperMario. I think we're just gonna make some love in an elevator with this guy. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I was like, this door swings both ways. Who would have thought, right? So now it's down here. Then we just need to bring it down, bring it around town. Bring it around town. Again, look at Link's little hat just like swaying up in the breeze. Kind of just like break... I can't break that fence, but I can break the other gate. Okay, that's interesting. Well, this is obviously how we get that Poe. Also, I'm just gonna like destroy you because I can. Bad idea. Who would have thought that they were under there? Jesus, okay. Way to make a point, game. I got punished. Okay, don't send him down there yet. We've still got some work to do here. It's like, hey, Riley. The zoo called. They said you're due back by 6. Can I not, like, break... like, destroy the Poe with the... destroy the Poe with the giant hammer. Well, there's like the Poe. Transform, please. So yeah, I think we'll finish up this dungeon tonight. There's like, I've been like trying to figure out like what the is that not a switch? Oh, it's not. It's just like to denote that that's where the Poe is, I guess. I've been like looking offline, okay, how many pieces of heart do I need to get, how many Poes do I need to get and stuff like that. There's really like little left for us to do. Like I've actually like got quite a lot of stuff done in this game. Like I feel good about how spaced out we've done everything. Like obviously I think I've said it before in my Wind Waker LPs and things like that. My favourite part of any LP always tends to be, you know, right at the end when you're cleaning stuff up, you know? Just before you go and, like, finish the game, you have, like, this fun part where, and I shouldn't even be talking about it yet because we've got a whole, like, other, like, 2 dungeons left to do after this one. But there's always something so fun about that part of an LP where, that part of an LP where you're just cleaning stuff up right before you finish the game, you know. But I feel like whatever way I've managed to somehow do it in this one, I have a feeling like there's going to be very, very little left to do, actually. We can take you with the hammer. Use the hammer! Okay, so that's not how we get that. No chests here, so where's our, like, last chest? So... did I miss a chest somewhere? Oh, don't... Oh, no! No! How do I get that? Which room is that even? I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. Okay, so it's over here. And I hope to God I don't need that. Well, no, I can't need that robot for it, can I? Whoa, Link, I love that little animation. How often do you get to see that? I can't need that robot for it, can I? Because there's no way to get him in here. Yeah, so there's like something there, but like how... Ah, now I remember. I remember thinking this when I saw it as well. Because there's a switch there and blah, 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 blah. And you need to get this guy to come down like Casey Jr.'s coming down the track, coming down the track. Look at him go! There we go. There's the dented beetle. And then we like get one of these other ones here. Can I like pick one of them up from up here? What was I talking about before I got so distracted or whatever? Oh yeah, I'll probably play some more like Nights into Dreams after this. Oh no, I was talking about Nights into Dreams, obviously. But I think I was also just talking about how I have a feeling like whatever way we managed to do this LP, there's whatever way I've managed to do this LP, I have a feeling like once we get to the we can't hide behind that pod. It's a pod. I don't know why. Like I've loved that video for so long. I can't believe it's like taken me this long to actually get to the point where I actually like make a joke out of it. But yeah, I think what's going to happen is when we like what I fear is going to happen is we're going to finish this thing, right? Like we're going to get right up to the end, and there's going to be like something like 2 pose that I don't know which ones they are. Like that's what I fear, really, to be honest. So let's hope that that fear doesn't become a reality, because it's not actually there's so many of them that it's not actually easy to pinpoint which one they are. Now I suppose the fact that you can look on the map, okay, which ones are which and how many out of how many do you have. Also, these scary Pikmin 2 spiders are still there, which I'm not happy about. But yeah, what am I talking about? But other than that, I think we're going to be all right, you know? I don't think we're going to have too many issues, let's put it that way. I think it'll all work out fine. And it'll probably be like the first time ever in a Zelda game where I don't have like loads and loads and loads of crap to do. Loads and loads and loads of crap to do before I finish up the LP. It's like it'll go fast as well now that I think about it. Like it's actually almost sad because I've been having so much fun doing this one, you know. It is actually like sad to think about it. When you consider that, like, you know, as I say, this LP has been just so much fun in general. And as well as that, you know, it's like, it's been such a long one. Like, long in general. It's a long game in general. Like, after this, there's literally, like, 2 more dungeons. One of them is really short, but, like, 2 dungeons, the Cave of Ordeals, and we're done. You know, it's like, that's not a lot, you know. What is in there? Oh, that's, like, the way into the dungeon. If you can believe it, this is actually like the end. It looks like I was right when I remembered that that you basically, like, the structure of this dungeon is you go up and then you come back down. So you go up, you collect this guy, and then it's just a series of little puzzles to bring him all the way back down so we can open this giant door. Now this will pretty much like lead us into the boss as far as I know. Yeah, there's just like this one corridor. I will say, the boss of this game, it's fun, right? So it's a fun boss battle, just like any of the boss battles in this game are fun, right? I don't think this game has a bad boss battle, just like I don't think this game has any bad dungeons. However, I will say that in comparison to other boss battles in this game, it feels almost like it doesn't fit in, you know? Like, it fits in to a certain extent in that, like, well, you'll see what I'm talking about, you know? It fits in to a certain extent in that it's, like, in keeping with the other enemies that we have in this dungeon, right? But in another way, it almost, like, doesn't fit in because it doesn't feel like it's of the same... It doesn't feel like it's of the same style, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't, like, fit into the style of the dungeon is more so what I'm thinking. And I think you'll agree, like, as I say, it's a fun boss battle. It's, like, your usual kind of, like, formulaic sort of Zelda boss battle. So, you know, you kind of know what to expect. However, it doesn't exactly, like, blow the doors off, and I think it's, like, because... Like, in this game, you're so used to the boss battles being absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, you saw Blizzetta. We had, like, Blizzetta. We had Star-Lord. You know, it's like, after things like that, it's like, it's hard, like, what other boss is going to kind of, like, be in any way impressive, you know? And again, like, it's an impressively fun boss battle, but it just... You'll see. It's just, it doesn't really fit in with the style, you know? I don't know, it just seems out of place, or like it seems like a little bit, like lazy. I don't want to use the word lazy. It just feels like, you know, with a little bit of extra thought, you could have come up with something that was amazing, you know? That would have really felt like it belongs here in this beautiful, dreamt I dwelt in marble halls kind of beatific Roman basilica, you know? And no, it's just we get a giant tarantula with an eyeball. Do you know what I mean? It's like... That's what's kind of disappointing about it. Yeah, it's Armogoma. Yeah, we had, like, spiders everywhere in the, We had, like, spiders everywhere in this dungeon, so it makes sense to a certain extent. It makes sense to a certain extent, but, hit the thing, please. Oh. It makes sense to a certain extent, but only because, you know, we've been seeing spiders everywhere in here. But after that, it's like, Armogoma doesn't really fit in with the style of the place, you know? You know, like, yes, you use the Dominion Rod then to crush it. It's a cool, well-designed tarantula. It's all hairy looking and giant with scary legs. The animations are cool, but it's just like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's a giant spider. And I feel like what would almost have been cooler is if you had, what would almost have been cooler is if you had like a... Like, as if you had like a kind of a giant... No. What would have been like cooler is almost if you had like a giant Colossus battle or something. Like, I would have seen that as being like amazingly fun. Like, you have like some big... Like, Whoa. She came right at us there. Like, what I'm thinking about is something like along the lines of like in that Samurai Jack episode when you have like Mecha Samurai versus Mondo Bot or whatever. Like when you have like Mecha Samurai versus Mondo Bot, like where Samurai Jack gets into the... like, pilots, like, the giant ancient robot. Like, I almost feel like that would have been, like, almost cooler. If we were, like, a giant robot powering it with the Dominion Rod against, like, another giant, like, ancient stone golem kind of thing. Like, I feel like that would have been amazing, but it's like, yeah, you squashed the spider. its eye turns out to be a smaller spider that crawls around. It's cool, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, this is almost like a joke then, it's just funny. Maybe I could, oh, do you know what I should do? I've got an idea. We'll finish this one off in style. We'll hit them with some like real like arachnophobia shit. Just like bomb arrow them. So satisfying. And with that, we've actually reached the end of the Temple of Time. Again, I feel like this is one of those dungeons that I always forget about. It's not that I forget about it per se, but I think when I always think of this game, the dungeons I think of are Arbiter's Grounds, Lakebed Temple, the next dungeon we're going to go to, and Snow Peak Ruins. Like, they're like my top 4 dungeons. And this one, I kind of forget about a lot, and now playing through it again and seeing how beautiful it is, it's like, I feel like I've been doing it a disservice this whole time, you know? It wasn't that, it was nasty to look at, Midna, it wasn't exactly nasty to fight. I don't think Armogoma needed a mirror to turn it evil. It's an evil, scary giant spider. We could be assembling something truly terrible here. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. Could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy. Let's find the last shard, Harry. We have to reach the sky. That's where the last shard is supposed to be. What about Uku? What happened to, like, speaking of the sky, what happened to, like, Uku being in this dungeon being like, oh my god, this is what we've been waiting for. We need to blah blah blah. Please help us find our way home. What happened to that? No, I've got it all. Goodness knows I got the 2 pieces of heart. Jesus. That was a laugh and a half. Guess. No, I won't save yet. I'll save before I finish the session. Oh, take a last look at this beautiful spot. Oh, I don't know, it's just so amazing. And you have like the cool like chanted like Song of Time. Again, just like in Ocarina of Time, it's just, it looks like it does in Ocarina of Time, just times 1,000, you know? Actually, is there not like a Poe and a piece of heart in here? Like, I think, do they not count as like the 3rd Poe for this area or something? Like, if you come in here? This is a piece of heart, isn't it? Yes, okay, so that's a piece of heart. And then, that's why there are 2 Poes inside in the dungeon, because I think there's a 3rd one in here. Which is yes, okay. Crisis averted, everybody. Yeah, don't you run away from me. You think you're... just won't give me the time of day, this... Stupid Poe. I don't get any respect. That's my problem. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave off the video here. I'm just going to have a look at my map. So yes, we have 4 out of 6. How do we have 4 out of 6 Poes in Farron Woods? I just got 3 of them. Huh? That's really strange. Let's actually leave just in case something else triggers the counter to go up or something. Because I could have sworn I got all of them. Oh, here's Uku. We're entering the Tilda-verse again. Uku sees what she was looking for. Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion Rod you found in the temple. That thing has been around for quite some time. I see here that its magic has been exhausted. Oh, what am I to... I thought at last I could return to the sky. And I have completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. Typical, isn't it? I suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. It's decided. That's what I will do. That's what we'll do indeed. Well, Uku is on her way. See you again. I'll see you in the Tilda-verse. Hilda, Aunt Hilda and Aunt Zelda and Tilda. She's gone. Suppose that useless rod is really more baggage, but what are you going to do? She said something about returning to the sky. That last piece of mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore magic to the minion rod, maybe it'll come in handy. So let me look at this map again. What the hell? 4 out of 6? 4 out of 6? That's confusing. Because I could have sworn... So I got 3 in here. I got 1 here. I got 2 in the actual woods. Like 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. What if I like look at my collection here? Like if I look at my collection, I have 47. Yes, because I had 44 when I finished the last recording session. I just got 3, so there are 13 more that I need to get. 13 ghosts! 13 ghosts is what we need to get. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this part of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess HD. In the next part, I suppose we'll figure out what pose we need. And, yeah, we need to bring the snail back to Agatha. That's very important. More important than bringing Tilda Swinton back to the sky. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye now.